Greetings, Earthlings, and welcome to another edition of Oh Man, That's Awful, coming to you from the luxurious studios of Radio Titans in Los Angeles. As always, I'm one of your two co-hosts, Carl Kozlowski, and with me is...
I'm Kevin Corcoran.
And also our illustrious sound wizard, chiming in with his own brilliant comments,
Dr. David Robinson.
So today, we are having a really interesting guest. We always specialize in people from the world of entertainment and beyond, telling unusual stories that are both funny and awful and everything in between about their lives and something either that they've dealt with and overcome, or an unusual career that they have. And today, we're honored to have somebody who has a truly unique career. Now, everybody knows that there's only one king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley, and his legacy is still thriving more than 40 years after his passing. And so on Saturday, May 26th, he'll be honored in an incredible show at the Alex Theater in Glendale, California, featuring tribute artists that perform as the young Elvis and as the older Elvis. And with us today is the young Elvis from that show, ladies and gentlemen, Jacob Roman.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, so...
thank you guys for having me.
Sure. Can you say thank you very much?
Thank you very much.
There we go.
Awesome, I had to get that out of the way.
This guy's a pro. I gotta say.
I feel it
That's
already.
going to cost you for each one, Carl.
I know, right? We used to have a bell on the first couple episodes that every time we felt like saying, oh, man, that's awful, we would ding the bell, and we claimed that we were giving money to charity every time. We never actually got around to it.
Which is pretty awful in and of itself.
I know.
Ding.
When I started realizing after 3 weeks that our tab was up to like $76 or something.
Well, basically, we were ringing it after every time Carl said anything. So we're bleeding us dry.
So Jacob, man, let me just say we're going to be posting a photo.
Yeah.
After the show, we're going to take a photo, post it with the show. And you've got the look down. It's really amazing. I mean, and how old are you? And how did you get into Elvis? Like your fascination with him?
I'm 21 years old, and it's funny. My dad actually introduced me to Elvis. He kept saying, you know who Elvis Presley is, and at the time I was 9 years old, so I didn't know who Elvis was at all. And then we went on a family trip to Laughlin, Nevada, and we saw an Elvis tribute show. From what I remember, it was magic, man, and then at 9 years old, telling my mom, that's it, I'm doing Elvis. And
nice.
Ever since then, started reading books and, watching the movies and studying them on YouTube. And here I am.
It's a good thing you didn't go to a Captain and Tennille tribute show. Yeah. Life would have taken a totally different trajectory.
Can you imagine? Could have went the other way, me doing a Bee Gees tribute or something.
Certainly.
You just never know. But I'm glad it was Elvis Presley.
What era Elvis was the tribute show that you saw?
He was actually the Elvis tribute artist in the name of Todd Luxton. He was actually doing the 1970s Elvis, which was the jumpsuit. So not a lot of people know this, but when I started out, I did the jumpsuit era.
What?
Yeah, and so
you were a chubby kid.
No. Once I started, growing up, I realized, hey, there's more to Elvis. There's a 1950s Elvis. There's a movie Elvis. I mean, there's so many Elvises. And my thing was when I found out there was a 1950s Elvis, I said, that's it. That's what I want to do, and it's the slick back hair and the golden May. I mean, it was magic. I mean, Elvis is magic, but to me the 50s was boom,
The glory days.
Yeah.
So he was wearing gold lame in the 50s even? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, the jacket, yeah.
Yeah, the gold jacket, which I don't know if I should say this, but which I would be wearing the 26th of Glendale.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
so,
bringing out the big guns.
Yeah.
Did you have to practice your lip curl? What's the regimen there?
I don't even.
Did it just come naturally?
I don't even know. It came naturally.
Can you do one for us, just for us in the studio? There it is.
There it is.
Wow.
Folks, you're missing out.
It's like I feel like I'm in a seance. We're just channeling Elvis right now. No, so
awesome.
When you, like you were saying that you initially were doing Jumpsuit Elvis, was that around the house, or you talking about in your shows? Like, did you start doing shows as a teenager, or when did you start doing this for crowds and money and whatnot?
Well, when I was like 10, when I started doing Elvis, I was just normally doing shows for family and friends. I mean, I didn't even book any shows or anything. It was just for the family, like, friends. And then I at the age of 16, which was back in 2013.
Ancient history.
Yeah. I found this contest called the EP Expo in Yuma, Arizona, and entered the contest. It was my first contest, and there was 24 guys, and I ended up taking first place. And
Nice.
and ever since then, it just kind of took off. So
Wow.
it's a blessing, man.
Yeah, wow. So how did you did you do a lot of research before you started playing it, or was it just pure instinct, like learn the songs and just go with it, or what? I mean, did you really have to like sort of like some actors get really intense, do all sorts of research to feel like they're the person they're portraying?
Right.
Are you a method Elvis?
Yeah.
No, well, yeah. I mean, I had to research him to get that feeling of what was Elvis like, and especially when you're performing as Elvis on stage, you really want to get that illusion, And so yeah, I had to study him and do research and just study him like crazy, with the lip and the smile and the movements, even when you moved his pinky. I mean, just the little things matter, the little things are the big things. So yeah, I had to really. Basically, I tell people I literally studied Elvis for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah. So it was a.
Well, speaking of breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I mean, we were mentioning before the show the PB&J or peanut butter and banana sandwiches.
Yeah.
You said that's not actually a thing for Elvis.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm a lot of people say that Elvis ate it, and I think one time I heard Priscilla in an interview say she doesn't remember Elvis eating it. So I honestly I have no idea, but the sandwich is really good.
I heard a story once where Elvis and like a sheriff and some celebrity took a private jet in the middle of the night from Memphis to some restaurant he loved in Colorado that made the sandwich exactly the way he wanted, which was basically an entire loaf of bread and like an entire jar of peanut butter. It was like
fried in bacon grease.
And they were just like they would open anytime Elvis. It was like 3:30 in the morning when they got in there.
Well, like I said, I mean, it could be true. I mean, I have no idea, but like I said, the sandwich is good.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
So, are there any other culinary delights of Elvis that you've tried out? I mean, is there anything that he's famous for besides peanut butter and banana that might be considered unique? Don't say barbiturates. That doesn't count.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things Elvis is famous for. I mean, it's not only the sandwich, it's a.
He also sang.
Yeah,
he sang a little bit.
I know. No, we're gonna get to all that.
The show. By the way, the show in Glendale is not a cooking show.
No,
it's music and entertainment.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if I mentioned the title of the show. It's actually The Wonder of Elvis, and you're going to be performing with a tribute artist from England named Ben Thompson.
Yes, sir.
And so you're doing like 50s era Elvis, and then he's doing the 68 comeback special era Elvis, which is my favorite, no offense.
Right.
But and then I just think that show's amazing. I've watched it many times. But then and also the jumpsuit Elvis. So how does it work as far as when people see the show? How long of a set are you doing? How long does he do? And I understand you guys have a pretty impressive band.
Yeah, we're the show. I mean, we the way we do the show is we go through the era of Elvis, and so like you said, I'm doing the 1950s Elvis. Ben Thompson is doing the 68 comeback special, and also the jumpsuit era, and I'm doing about like a 45-minute set. And gonna sing all the songs you guys, all of you want to hear. And
Clambake?
No, that's actually 60s.
That's right.
But yeah, I'm gonna sing songs like "Don't Be Cruel," "Hound Dog," "Love Me Tender," all those famous Elvis hits. And so yeah, you're gonna be watching a show that we're just gonna take you back in time.
And you have you told me, did you guys have like a 10-piece band and 4 backup singers?
There's like 4 backup singers. There's I know there's like a horn section. The band, the guitar player, the bass player, the drummer, and yeah, it's kind of like a 10-piece band. And
wow,
and so it's gonna be even magical with the band there.
That's so cool.
it's gonna be awesome.
One hound dog. You got a hound dog on stage? How far are we going?
No, we haven't gotten that far.
Okay.
But
just a thought, a suggestion.
Yeah, just
I don't know.
You never know.
People like dogs. I'm just saying.
I think if we ever brought a hound dog, I think it would get too scared and run off stage with the band, So
yeah,
who knows? Maybe it'll happen.
That ain't no friend of yours.
I think it's metaphorical, Kevin. Metaphorical.
No, right. I get it.
No, but so is this the biggest theater that you've ever played at? Because it's 1,400 seats. The Alex is really an amazing historic wonder. I mean, it's so...
Right. No, I mean, this is a big theater. I think it's probably one of the biggest. But I know I did a contest in Oklahoma, and I know that theater was really big. I don't know. I'm not sure how many people it fit, but it was huge. So, but yeah, it's. I don't know. I mean, 1,500 people is a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot of people.
When you do these competitions, like, do you do one song and then it's like an elimination thing? You know, it's or
normally, I mean, every contest is different. Normally, the contests I've been in, you perform 2 days, you perform 2 songs, and then the second day, they choose the top 10, and then the third day, the top 10 perform, and then they just go from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 down to 1. So I mean, it's stressful, but it's fun because you see Elvis fans, and you get to meet guys around the world, and we all have the same passion and love for Elvis. So it's a lot of fun.
Is there like a lot of competition? Do you guys like? I imagine it's pretty serious stuff.
Oh, it's really serious.
Yeah, I mean, like
every guy in this contest, they take Elvis. I mean, we all take Elvis very seriously. So. Yeah, I mean, there's competitions, but at the end of the day, we help each other out, and, if a guy doesn't have a tie, and if I have a tie, I'll take it off and give it to him. If a guy, forgets his jumpsuit, other guys will take off their jumpsuit and give it to him. I mean, it's nice. It's a brotherhood.
There's not a lot of, like, sabotage, shave a guy's sideburns while sleeping. Or
no, it's nothing like that.
Too intense.
Kevin, future reference, you just shave one sideburn. Because then they have to go through the indignity of shaving the other one.
Yeah, make them watch.
Learn vengeance from a master.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, it's a brotherhood, which is really cool.
That's really cool.
So what do they judge on your voice, and do they judge you specifically on like hip swiveling?
No, they judge you on every little thing.
Wow.
Especially down to the rings. I mean,
the rings,
they want to make sure you're wearing the ring on the right finger.
Wow.
They want to make sure you name it, they're judging you by it.
You're talking about the TCB taking care of business.
I was going to say they're taking care of business.
Yeah,
is what they're doing.
Exactly.
Wow.
There's the horseshoe ring that Elvis wore back in the 50s.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
And then there's a TCB ring. I mean, there's so many rings Elvis had,
Wow.
But
I didn't know that.
And I mean, and it also, if you're wearing a jumpsuit, and if the song goes right with the jumpsuit, and I mean, it's just there's so many details that you need to put in the contest. I mean, that's
and what do you win? When do you win a contest? Is it money, or is it trip to Graceland, or
yeah, like I said, it depends on the contest. You win money. You definitely win a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then I know last year I was in Las Vegas, and I had won the fan favorite, and so I had won a trip to Graceland, and so I thought that was pretty cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So yeah, you definitely. There's different prizes, like I said, depending on the contest, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
So what did you think of Graceland? Was there any particular thing that was either most impressive and then most odd?
Did it live up to the hype?
It was a dream come true. I was telling people, it's kind of like, when a little kid goes to Disneyland for the first time and they're just so excited and they see the castle and they want to go on the rides. That's what I was. I mean, I'm just like, I saw Graceland. I didn't even go in yet, and I was just shocked. Couldn't feel my body. I was just like, this is not happening, and as I was going through the house, it was just like, wow, Elvis Presley is here. Like, his presence. Yeah. And then next thing you know, you're at the gravesite, and that's when I really, really was like, this is it. Mm-hmm. I'm paying tribute to not somebody that's just there, somebody that's an icon, somebody that's, I mean, for me, he's my hero.
Sure. Yeah.
And so that made me realize that, man, it's such a blessing and an honor to pay tribute to him.
That's cool.
Yeah, and but yeah, Memphis, man, and was a dream come true for me.
Yeah, Memphis is a cool town. So then, what would you say is like something particularly interesting or unusual that you've learned about Elvis in researching his life that most people may not know about?
Or do you have any favorite Elvis anecdotes?
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot. Yeah. I think my favorite